You think your vote matters?
People would say I have a black belt in bullshito.
Social media has put that out there to make you realize like how many people actually have talent.
Trump was a long-time Democrat.
Welcome to Slightly Sauce. This is Logan.
Dude, welcome to Slightly Sauce.
Logan, everybody loves you.
I hope so.
Everybody's gonna love you. You drink daily? You come home and pop a beer?
I really don't.
I'm the same way.
I tell people all the time, Sunday through Thursday, I am on the straight and narrow. As soon as Friday rolls around, though,
Yep.
I'm just not disciplined on the weekends.
It's like you work your 40 hours or however many hours you're working.
Yeah.
Well, you're working more than that.
Way more. But that's the thing, though. Is like, but I still treat the weekend as a weekend because on the side gig, it's a side gig. So I'm like, whatever on it.
It's like break time.
Yeah,
you're
it's
you're
like what-
finally that relief of
Like right now I'm doing the overnight gig. Right now I'm doing 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh, that's right.
And I got to throw in that second gig.
That's why you took a nap today.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired as fuck, dude. Like I don't, my brain is, that's why I got to go out. That's why I got to go out because I go out, my brain's awake right now. I'm wide awake right now. I'm ready to do an 8-hour shift right now.
Oh, dude, that's so gross.
But the problem is they want me downtown Summerlin at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But I can't give up on what I got going on over with these guys. They throw me opportunity. And like for me, they see, okay, this guy's doing overnight gigs all week. If I can throw him 6 a.m. morning, Saturday morning, and he's there and he does what I have to do.
Yeah, they know they can count on you.
And I expect my boss to see me come in tomorrow morning a little ripped.
You showed up?
But I showed up. He gives me hell all the time. He tells me all the time he thinks motherfuckers are pussies these days because they fucking, he was talking about doing it on the weekdays. Like, when I was fucking your age.
The typical old school.
Yeah, I was catcalling on the strip when it was fucking 4 buildings. And I'm like,
see, I'm so opposite with that because if I know I've got to work, I'm like, I'm not going out, bro. Because I know I'm going to be a bitch. Because the last couple years I've worked, dude, I would text my boss at 6 a.m. when I'm supposed to be there and be like, yo, I'm not coming in. And then he would just text me and be like, all right.
See, I love that. I'd love to have that situation.
Yeah.
Like for me, like, yes, I want to have like that. I want to make more money. I want to put myself in a position to make more money.
But I mean, that's what you're doing right now.
But that's what I'm doing right now.
Like,
and it's pondering. Pondering is squandering. Pondering becomes squandering. That phrase stuck with me forever, dude. I have a bunch of friends that are still in the figure it out stage. And they're 23, they're 24, they're 25. And I tell all of them, like, bro, you can only play that game so long.
Yeah. You got to at least try it out. Get your feet wet a little bit.
That's the age to figure shit out, too. Like, your early to mid-20s is figure it out stage. Like, there's a lot of people that hopped in, and I envy those people. I envy those people that hopped into it. Like, I know linemen and other sheet metal workers and guys that are hopped in at 18.
Got it good, yeah.
And now they're 22, 23 with Can-Am's trucks and looking to buy a house. Good for them. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, we're getting old too, bro. I'm like, what? You can't get into another trade at 45,
nope.
Bro.
Dude, that's why people try to get me to switch up, and I can't now. I'm like, dude, I'm a few years in. I'm not, and I like what I do. Sure, I would have. There's a couple of trades I'm interested in, but it's like I'm here. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I don't want to like chase. I would love to find other avenues to make income. But I don't want to come in on the other side of my old age and not have a pension somewhere. I want a pension because if it all fucking fails, maybe I got $5,000 a month coming in from a pension.
Even that's fucking high, bro. That's a solid ass pension.
It is a solid pension. That's what my pension is. 30 years, $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. That doesn't include 401k. That doesn't include Social Security, which Social Security is for people like me and you. But you know, other investments you got going on. Right. Like if you play your cards right and you got a solid career that does a decent pension, you could probably make $100K a year off of passive income retired, not working shit through 401k, pension, whatever. And that's what I want. But if there's something that says, hey, Logan, there's a millionaire opportunity here waiting for you.
Yeah.
Of course I'll chase it. Of course I'll chase it. But till then, I can't just sit here idle and just not do anything.
Yep.
I'm going to go get some money and make good money, try to live the 6-figure life. And then when the 7, 8, 10 figure life proposes,
bro.
And you know what's crazy? That's why like you have to get compromised with reality and and your ambitions? Because I've always seen myself as someone that could achieve that.
Same, dude. Same. And it's fucked up to even talk about because it even sounds weird to talk about.
Yeah. So you're not touching it. You're not close to it.
Yeah.
But it's like you can smell it. Like you can almost be like, hey, like I could do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's dumb because we live in the era of the internet, right? Internet rules everything. So we see shit on the internet and you go, I could do that. You know, I'm that funny. I'm that creative. I can make a joke that good, or I could, whatever it is. But
that's got to be an ego thing.
You would think, right? You would think it's an ego thing, but I'm also humble enough to get up every morning and go to work and do my 9 to 5 like an average Joe.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here so caught up in that ego thing that I'm just, like I told you earlier,
stuck on it,
sitting idle thinking I deserve that opportunity. So there's so many funny people. There's so many creative people.
I feel like social media has put that out there to make you realize like how many people actually have talent.
It's like, well, it's cutthroat.
It's
so cutthroat, dude. It's you got to hit the niche, you got to find it, and it's got to be something that trends or whatever it is. But
that's what I'm fucking doing right now.
But yeah. But my thing is too is like you can't really, like, people have say they laid out a formula. Well, once that formula is utilized by so many people, it then becomes saturated. So now that formula has been compromised due to saturation. Everyone's using the formula. That's why everybody's selling their fucking
their course.
Their courses.
Everybody has a course.
And they got fucking 10,000 people, 15,000 people. And I'm sure people are getting the course. I'm sure people are making money. But that's why like real estate is a cutthroat game now. Everyone wants to own land. Everyone wants to get houses. Well, now we got a bunch of people on that fucking little website that shows you home and under foreclosures. Just getting at them. Getting at them. Thousands of people, hundreds of people, whatever it is in that market.
But before it was only like a select group.
It was a select group of people.
Maybe 10 people tops that was fucking filtering everything.
And so everything becomes saturated so quickly. I think that's what it is. I think that people have a hard time getting to the bread because that's why I stepped into the trades, because that's the one industry that hasn't become oversaturated by our generation.
And even people on social media say that.
Like, it's true.
Like, the younger generation, if you're looking to make the fucking big bucks, like it is a trade, because now they have 1,000 people trying to be a plumber.
Yeah.
But everybody's trying to be an influencer. Everybody's trying to be a fucking.
Well, it's an easy out, and I think everybody thinks that they have the personality and the wit and the gab and the humor for it, and I get it. I'm not talking down on it. A lot of people do. I see small podcasts, big podcasts.
You're preaching to the choir, right?
Yeah, but it's dude, it's about like everyone's trying to figure out how you drive in the traffic, how you drive in the viewership. And I don't know. I personally don't know. I don't know. You have that one clip. I don't know. I'm still to some degree that asshole that thinks my personality. I mean, my personality is helping me right now.
It's just who you are, Logan. It's just you as a person. And like somebody like myself who's doing bullshit social media and stuff, dude, every day I fight myself. I'm like, I don't have this, bro.
No,
like, I feel like I'm the person who does the editing and I do productions. I'm the fucking, maybe I'm the CEO of the company, but I need the face of the company.
You need that,
And you are the face. So that's why.
Well, I think you do a really good job, bro.
Well,
you do a good job.
I mean, I appreciate that. But somebody like you progresses no matter where they go, because you are good. You're very intelligent and you speak very well.
I appreciate it.
I feel like that can drag you to no matter what field you're in, you can progress way more rapidly than anybody else just because of the way you are.
A lot of people would say I have a black belt in bullshito, is what they would say.
It's good thing to have,
bro. a lot of people would say, so this guy's a bullshit artist, is what you're telling me.
But it's good though.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's a good thing to have.
I get what you're saying. No, and I appreciate it, dude. But at the same time, dude, like but see, I've kind of banked on that. That's why I hopped into this. I banked on that a little too long. And was like, dude, and I had a conversation with my father about it. He's like, dude, you need to like go 10 toes in something.
Just dipping in a little
I was dipping my balls and shit and trying to see how it felt, dude. And and then the water just was too cold. Cold. And this shit was a little cold too. But you know what? I was like, my balls sat there a little longer and I was like, all right, I'm here.
It's getting a little warm.
But
you get acclimated to it.
But I think it is a little ironic that I joined this fucking blue collar shit, and the whole smile on my face, talking to people has still put me in a position to where like yeah, my boss has set me up with certain opportunities.
Yep. That other people who've been there probably years and never even had the opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm fortunate because of it. It's a little disheartening to know, like, the more you progress, you're still in the rat race.
You're making an extra couple $100.
Yeah, I'm still, and it's like, you know, I go out, I try to have fun, see the boys, and that's never gonna stop. I've learned that lesson.
Yep.
I've learned that about myself. People go, you know, you can't have FOMO. You can't have this. It's not fucking FOMO. I like getting fucked up with my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
I can save a lot of money if I stop everything. I can't give away that little bit of happiness that I get from just hanging out with the boys.
Yeah.
Or even like me and my girl, we went out, we got food last night. I'm like, I can't get rid of that shit.
Oh.
Like my life will be like, what am I supposed to just every single day get off work, go to the gym, watch TV, go to bed?
And that's what it comes down to, bro.
And I'm like, am I supposed to do that 7 days a week?
That sounds horrible, man.
I'm like,
and I talk to my father who does well. I talk to my grandparents who are retired and very well off. None of them motherfuckers live like that. None of them just shut it down at any point in their life. Did they grind a little harder? Sure.
Yeah.
But they didn't have to give up beers with the boys at the local fucking gambling bar.
And I agree. You save your money, save whatever. Put it 401k, like, you know, $50 into your high yield saving, whatever. Just minimum, just little shit here and there, just to grow while you're getting older.
Yeah.
But I need to find other sources of income.
Yeah.
Because there's so much money out here. I'm just like, I want to dabble in here. I want to dabble in there. I want a little piece of everything.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And I'm down to grind, bro. Like, I'll put in effort to I'll work 15 hours a day. I don't care. Like, I want the feeling when you get home, you're like, oh, this feels good to finally sit down and watch a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of time it's like, bro, I don't work hard at work. I don't. I fucking bullshit all day. I come home, I go to the gym. So when I sit down and watch movie or play Xbox, I beat the fuck out of myself.
Yeah, you're feeling like you have more in the tank.
Yeah, I'm like, so I used to do road construction years ago. Dude, I'd work 19 hours sometimes. 19-hour days. And when you get home, you're like,
yep,
you take a shower, you eat some food, bro. You're so comfy when you sit down.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm like, I know what it feels like to actually like earn the time when you sit down. But now I'm like, bro, I didn't earn that. So when I sit here, I'm just full of anxiety.
Well, that's the thing though, is everyone wants to get to a position where they can earn as much money as they possibly can without breaking down your body.
Well, break down the body. I mean, I take care of the body, so I'm like, I'm willing to break it down.
But that's the thing though, is like you have a 9 to 5 right now where your physical exertion is at a net zero.
Yeah. Negative.
So,
it's negative.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's great though, because you make decent money doing that. So, oh my God, you could go crazy on something, you know, but that's what you're doing. It's what you're actively doing. But that's the thing is like, I've never had a job where I could I never had the gravy. I've never had the gravy, but never had the gravy. But I did, with as hard as I've always been willing to work. That's kind of why I hopped into the trades, because I heard what these motherfuckers are making, and I was like, I need to get a little piece of that scratch because I work hard enough to get that. Can't get on a goddamn pod without talking the economy, dude. I'll do it every fucking time, bro.
It's just tough out here, bro.
Dude, vote different. That's all I'm saying, dude.
You think your vote matters,
dude? And like in the grand scheme of things, I hate that question because it's like it's easy to say no, but like we all need to get desperate here. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, if we have a coalition of people, like, god damn. Sorry, there was just 2 chicks making out on the TV, dude. So when that shit happens, everyone's gonna pause for just a second, you know. But no, dude, I don't know, man. I'm like, I remember I entered. That's how my first major when I went into college. I was a political science major. I was trying to be some fucking.
Is that what you were into for real?
Dude, I was. Well, it was gonna be my fucking. I was gonna major in that before I tried to go to law school. I don't know if I would have stayed with politics.
Damn, you were gonna go to law school.
That was my first. That's how I started off in school, man. But I realized.
See that, bro? Like,
everyone fucking told me growing up, dude, be a lawyer, and I was like, okay. And then I realized how much I fucking hated school. And I just want to. Filipino chick. So someone told me a long time ago, and it's cheesy, everyone hears it, but if you don't vote, don't complain.
I mean, it's a very fair statement.
It's because here's the deal. Like, I get it. Maybe it is worthless, right? But you didn't even try. And I don't know how many motherfuckers out there are like you that aren't even trying. So maybe if all you non-trying
I'm not even registered, dude. I don't care.
Dude, go to the DMV or go to some for the clipboard when she walks in. Like, are you registered? Dude, go to a college campus and and register as a Republican. That's the funniest thing you can do. Because they fucking all are like
They'll scream at you.
Those super libbies. Well, the thing is that they have to register you as a Republican. They have to. They're there. They're working there as fucking like social. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Right.
They'll register you, but they want to register you as a look. But I'm not even like on a party thing right now. I'm just saying as far as a vote.
Go ahead, just be red, dude. It's fine.
No, well, look, dude. let's stay with it. Let's stay with what we're doing. Actually, I like the momentum we made over the last. I like the momentum we made the last 4 years. Let's keep it rolling.
We've been doing great lately,
right? Like you have to like sit there and like you can't even have like a conversation with these fucking people, Zach. You're like, all right, well, you know what? You're right. You were right. Look, everything's great.
Like if you talk to somebody and they just fully support Biden, the mentality they have is just so strange, bro.
I agree more with the people that say we're all fucked. I agree with more of those people because we might be all fucked. But if you think this is working, are you out of your fucking mind? I know it's so cliche. I sound like so. I'd go back to mean tweets tomorrow. I was one of those people. I would be on fucking Twitter. When I had a Twitter, I don't have a Twitter anymore. When I'd be on Twitter, like, well, 45, probably shouldn't have said that shit. I did that all the fucking time. Almost daily for 4 years with this dude. I was like, yikes, brother.
You were just steady on that?
Well, like, no, I wasn't like anti-guy, but I was like, I'd see some shit he'd say, and I'd be like, dude, come on, dude. Fucking be a little more articulate. But ironic that I was banging on that dude for being not that articulate. Well, what the fuck we got going on? Mucking mumble machine over here.
Can't even bring out a full sentence.
Dude, you're supposed to sit at a table, discuss issues, figure out a happy median, what's best for the greater good of society, and you hit that point. That's not what it is anymore. It's lobbying, it's money, it's funding, it's bullshit.
Do you think that's never going to happen, bro?
I think that's the whole thing about Daddy Trump there is like he's a little against the grain.
He has his own money, so he is harder to be bought off.
They say if you decide to be a lifelong politician, you're not going to be a good politician.
Biden's been in there for fucking how long, bro?
For so long, dude.
And to be fair, dude, I follow no politics. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about politics.
Well, it's hard to, especially now.
I feel like the only way to truly fight anything that we disagree with, the voting bullshit, all that. Let's go back to the way back in like.
I know many people that have been in the United States military, actively in the United States military. I've discussed to them about these possibilities of federal lockdown and like troops showing up at the doorstep to enforce it. It's too diverse. There's too many people that be like, if the executive in chief fucking was to send us out and like send out those orders, there'd be too many people that would be against the grain. If a soldier or whatever was to disobey orders, go against their commands,
they're going straight to jail.
Well, sure. But what are they going to do? Execute them?
No, they're just going to go to jail.
But let's go worst case scenario.
Okay.
And we go federal enforcement like British with the redcoats. Our fucking own government can send out the military, the National Guard, whatever the fuck they send out to the local communities. Like, yo, you're paying taxes, you're doing this. Like another COVID lockdown maybe or something. Where it's like, no one's definitely leaving now. You have too many people that work within the United States military. They're like, no, not doing it. It's because state governments would come into play.
I'm like, you can go back to COVID and like people were like, everybody was regulating, bro. Like,
but that was
everybody.
It was a state. There were states. There was Florida, Texas. There were states
that were like
you.
Let's say 5 out of 50 states. Bro.
That's your civil war. So what I'm saying, okay, but here's the deal. A lot of people make the joke, but it's kind of true. This is a joke. It's a running joke on the internet. I haven't seen it. But if you take West Virginia, Ohio, wrap it around Kansas, Texas, wrap Florida up to North Carolina, they're fucking up everybody, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
because those fuckers keep guns in the garage, underneath the garage, in the fucking well house.
Those are fucking corn-fed.
Fucking guerrilla warfare will fuck you up. And you know what? A lot of people that occupy military positions are from those regions. But this upcoming election, okay, in November, is going to be weird.
Dude, I will put $100 that Biden wins again.
So if that's where your possibility comes in.
$100
So Zach, your reality, that possibility of that reality sets in if Joseph Biden wins. If Joe Biden wins this election, who has the worst approval rating in history of any president ever. Like, I know Democrats that, like, I know some Dems are like, oh, he's better. Like, those are the people we were just talking about, delusionals. I know some people that are like, yeah, obviously not the best choice. This is a vote of lesser of two evils. I may not vote at all. So, but no, that's the gist of things, dude. Back to your original question, does your vote matter? I don't know.
It doesn't. Even Putin was like, once somebody becomes elected, the guys in the black coats come in and they tell you what you need to say.
I don't think that was true with Trump, which is why there was a respect there between those guys.
A little more ballsy.
He's too unhinged.
But is unhinged good?
I don't know if unhinged is good, but unhinged is absolutely better than what we got right now.
Would you take unhinged or a mediator? Like somebody right in the middle, they're like, I don't give a fuck about your blue, I don't give a fuck about your red.
That.
I feel like majority of Americans and everybody, like,
they want a middle guy.
This is what we want. Fuck the red, fuck the blue, fuck Trump, Biden, fuck everybody.
They want a real dude.
Do you think it's possible?
While I agree with that, you have to stay within the parameters of reality. And at the same time, I'm not against the idea that Trump may be possibly knowing that. I think Trump possibly knows that. And that's why he's running as Trump was a long-time Democrat.
Really?
Long-time Democrat in the state of New York. Long-time Democrats. This is verifiable information. People talk about it all the time. This is not bullshit. I'm not spewing it. Look it up. Registered, verifiable Democrat in the state of New York for a long time. For a long time, when Biden was doing his thing, writing up that racist ass 96 crime bill.
I've seen a couple of hot takes on Biden.
Blue Dog Democrat Biden was a racist motherfucker.
He was so racist.
So my whole thing is like, and was Trump probably cool with that at the time? Maybe. But here's the deal. That motherfucker is playing a different game.
But also, at this point, do you think Biden is doing anything?
There's no way in hell. He's not running the show.
At this point,
he's a puppet.
We can't even blame Biden for doing anything.
But we can blame the party, right?
That's fair. Is it the black suits that are controlling it?
I think people that have been in politics for 30, 40, 50 years control this fucking thing. I saw a European dude post shit about like the U.S. People say United.
I feel like we just watched the same video.
They say we're not well traveled, but it's like, no, they're fucking well traveled. Yeah. When you go to California, the fucking New Jersey, that's like fucking UK to goddamn fucking Russia.
He was like, in 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, you saw 3 countries in a fucking day. Dude. I'm like, if we're not well traveled, we'll just cross that fucking border and fucking go to fucking Rosarita or some bullshit, or fucking TJ or wherever the fuck we're going. I fuck with it over there. I'm trying to go to that soon. I want that more than Havasu.
What do you want?
I want Mexico bad,
Mexico's
brother.
like.
So how long does it take to San Diego? 4 or 5 hours?
4.5 probably.
So if I said to you, hey, let's go to Reno, but Reno included Latinas with dummy fat asses. I apologize, Bianca. That one doesn't count. That counts for me. Cheap tequila, fucking a beach, fucking beer, a wristband for a nightclub that's not a Vegas nightclub, but it's all you can drink.
Oh, it's good.
What the f*** are we doing?
Bro, I went to Cancun for $700 for 6 days.
That was years ago, though.
All inclusive. It was years ago. It's 2019.
Yeah.
I just went to Dominican Republic.
Better?
In January. $2,200. $2,200.
I thought you were going to say something cool like 15.
Insane thing, bro. But
you just spent rent and a half.
Keep talking, Logan. I got to get another tea.
I had a coworker telling me, and Tijuana, so that's on the other side. It's right on the other side. All you got to go to is TJ. I heard the houses are to die for.
Bro, they're probably so gnarly.
Dude, he told me clean as can be. You go to the little fucking desk, you get drugs, a dick pill. You just get lined up with a bunch of fucking chicks. And I'm sitting here like thinking like it's going to be like in a grungy warehouse. He's like, nah, dude. You're talking pearly tiles, nice lobby, just sitting there waiting to get your dick sucked off an 8-ball. And I'm over here like he was selling that to me. And I gotta like go see if that's a thing for science.
We'll end it there, dude.
All right, let's go get fucked up.
Let's sign Joe Biden.